4th and goal to go to the 2. 34 seconds left to go in the ball game. This is the play right now. Takes the snap. Targeted goes in. Targeted all alone. And the quarterback keeps. Wow, what a call. Nobody touched him.
Here is Jeff, the host of the Gridiron.
Now let's go to the offensive side of the ball. See how the guys did on the offensive side here. All right, let me go. Once again, let me go share my screen here. You know, there was some good. There's some bad. I mean, obviously, when you got a ton of guys in there, you're going to get all kinds of stuff. All right, all kinds of stuff. All right, so share the screen once again here. All right, now, so we'll go to the offense. All right, where are we at here? Okay. Up. Okay, here we go. Game reports. Offense. Okay, here we go. All right, now you'll notice here, right? I mean, you know. All right, first, the guy with the best grade is Aaron Stinnie, left guard. Graded at 81.8. Wow. Pass blocking, 85.5. Wow. Left guard. Fantastic. All right, 81.8. Jaxson Dart. You might know who that guy is, huh? Yeah, he graded out at 80.7. Fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. Joshua Ezeudu. Now he wound up being our highest graded. I didn't realize. Sorry, buddy. Sorry, pal. This is. Joshua Ezeudu, our highest graded pass blocking offensive lineman. He played at left guard too for 61 snaps. So they must have, obviously gone back and forth or whatever, because Joshua Ezeudu at left guard for 61 snaps. Aaron Stinnie, left guard, that would be 120 snaps. We didn't have 120 snaps on offense. We had like 75. So, they shared it. Some was on the left, left, some was on the right, But also Jon Runyan Jr. was in there as well, too. He did not do super spectacular. Where are we at here? Jon Runyan, yeah, left guard. He played 13 snaps. Okay. So we're going to go over the offensive line in just a little bit here. But Joshua Ezeudu, our highest graded pass blocking offensive lineman this week. Wow. 45 pass blocking snaps. He graded out at 88.5. Wow. Carmen Basillo seems to be working a little bit of magic there, don't you think? Huh? Come a long way, baby. From 2 seasons ago, we gave up, 85 sacks? Now, once again, this is just preseason, but this is very impressive. Bryan Hudson, let's see, he played 48 snaps. He rated 77.7. We had some offensive linemen who did pretty well. We had some offensive linemen who didn't do pretty well. Once again, all according to PFF. That's all it is, right? Tommy Chicken Cutler Parmesan played 18 snaps in the fourth quarter, graded a 76.8. It's going to keep talking about we're not going to keep 4 quarterbacks on the roster. And if we put one on the practice squad, they're not going to make it to the practice squad. Or if somehow by some act of God they do make it to the practice squad, they're going to get scooped up off there. Now, the one thing is that, what Shane has to, probably want to work in his magic is trading one of these guys, one of these quarterbacks before the start of the season. All right, so we don't have to wind up putting somebody on a practice squad. But also what you want to do, too, is let all 3 weeks play out. Maybe somebody gets a team or two gets a quarterback injured here and a quarterback injured there or whatever. And then you pick the phone up and you call and see if you can do a little bit of wheeling and dealing. right? Because you don't want to put, especially a quarterback, on a practice squad. And because Tommy DeVito just put some more good stuff out there on tape. If we're going to put him in the practice squad, he's probably ain't going to make it, right? So the last thing you want to do is put a quarterback on the or try to put a quarterback on the practice squad and just have somebody just pluck him right off there, right? Because all four of these guys, have upside to them. And you don't want to lose a quarterback and not get nothing in return, right? Tyrone Tracy, he was in there for just 5 snaps, graded 75.1. Thomas Fidone, right? Was in there for 30 snaps, 71.4. Marcus Mbow, there you go. We're going to be talking about him in a little bit here, too. 49 snaps, 71.2. Now, he played at right tackle and left tackle. First game action ever in the NFL. Right tackle and left tackle. Absolutely freaking bananas. Graded out of 71.2. 81.2 pass blocking grade. Freaking crazy. Absolutely crazy. Montrell Washington trying to make the roster from the wide receiver spot, right? Graded out of 26 snaps altogether, 70.9. Russell Wilson had the one drive, 13-play drive, 70.9. Jimmy Morrissey at center, 18 snaps, 69.8. I mean, look at these pass block grades: 80.2, 81.2, 69.7, 88. Where's my 88.5, 85.5. You've never seen this stuff before. Never. Turbo Miller, he was in there for 41 snaps, 68.5. Now it's 91.3 was his passing. Because he caught like 4 passes, 4 of his receptions turned him into first downs. And 4 of them, I do believe, all 4 of them, I think, one was like a third and like whatever, 12. One was like third and 16 or 17 or something. I mean, these were like long third down conversions he had. So he got a 91.3. His running was not super spectacular. I mean, we just carried the ball 10 times for 22 yards. But Wan'Dale Robinson was in there for 10 snaps, 68.2. Gunnar Olszewski, 27 snaps, 67.6. Daniel Bellinger was in there for just 7 snaps, 67.1. Jameis Winston was in there for 19 snaps. I guess pretty much like the third quarter he was in there, right? 65.7. Lil'Jordan Humphrey, who's not so little, let me tell you what. 38 snaps, 63.5. Austin Schlottmann, who was at center for 38 snaps, 63.5. Zach Pascal, 24 snaps, 62.7. John Michael Schmitz at center, 13 snaps, 61.1. But even, look at this, his pass blocking rate, 78. Wow. GVR, 13 snaps, 59.5. Jaison Williams at right tackle, 8 snaps, 58.9. But even that still, look, his pass blocking rate, 76.3. Theo Johnson, 9 snaps, 58.7. Devin Singletary, 12 snaps, 58.2. Jon Runyan Jr., 13 snaps at left guard, 57.9. James Hudson III, left tackle, 13 snaps, 57.5. Jermaine Eluemunor, right tackle, 13 snaps, 57.1. But still, look, Hudson, 82.5 pass block grade. Eluemunor, 66.8. Not too bad. Chris Manhertz, he was in there for 8 snaps, 56.9. Stone Forsythe, 24 snaps, 55.4. Jordan Bly, wide receiver, 12 snaps, 54.9. Ihmir Smith-Marsette, 11 snaps, 53. Daquan Felton, 25 snaps, 51.2. Dalen Cambre, 27 snaps, 51.2. Jonathan Ward, 22 snaps, 50.7. Antwane Wells Jr., the Juice, they call him, right? 17 snaps, 50.6. Jermaine Terry, the second, 23 snaps, 50.1. Greg Dulcich, 26 snaps, 44.7. And Jake Kubas, 32.9. Now, They like Kubas a lot. We'll have to keep an eye on, certainly keep an eye on him. But you also notice a lot of these guys down here at the bottom. All right, Kubas, Dulcich, Terry Wells, Ward, Cambre, Felton, Ihmir Smith-Marsette, Bly, Forsythe, Chris Manhertz. Okay, he's not a starter, but Eluemunor, and Runyan. But a lot of these like the bottom 10, 11 guys or whatever it is, they're not starters. So you hate to see starters at the bottom, getting bad grades, right? And if they're starters. But a lot of these guys toward the bottom are, guys, trying to make the roster. But the one thing is with Jake Kubas, okay, he was the one, notice his pass block grade, 15.5. Now he had this coaching staff is kind of, they're high on him. Okay, they are high on Jake Kubas. He had a better job, did a better job last season as far as with his run blocking than his pass blocking. He needs to work on his pass blocking because if you remember, of course, as time goes by, still a lot of us diehard Giant fans will always probably remember, what happened, with Jaxson Dart's his first touchdown pass. Right? You'll see, dropping back. And actually, what he did was he checked out of the play, and he told, was it Montrell Washington, just to run like a go. He checked out. He did something with his hand, and he checked out of it, and he told him to run a go. And because Chase Daniels broke the play down. Chase Daniels did a very good job of breaking down what they, Chase Daniels has his own YouTube channel. He was breaking down what Jaxson Dart did, and he did a very, very good job. Very good job of breaking this stuff down. I mean, really. He dumbed it down so much, even I understood what he was, But he checked out of the play, and he told Montrell just to run it like pretty much a go, and he dropped it right in the bucket there. Absolutely fantastic throw. But you'll notice, as you saw in all the plays, the highlights, the replays of that touchdown pass, after I can't remember the guy's name, but after Dart throws the ball, a guy from Buffalo comes in, he gives him a shot, clean shot, nothing wrong with it. Just he didn't come and try to hug him and land on him. He's just running. Dart gave him a shot. But it was Kubas, Jake Kubas, who was supposed to be blocking, and the guy just kind of like walked right. It gave Kubas a move, and Kubas, I guess, was leaning one way or something. Guy came right around, either gave him a move or it took him and just shoved him to one side or whatever. But he got around Kubas, and just as Dart threw the ball, and just after he got done throwing the ball, guy gave him a shot. But that was Kubas in it. So Kubas. The coaching staff is kind of high on him, but he's got some work to do because we have a ton of offensive linemen. Just look what Ezeudu did. That was a great showing from Ezeudu. So Kubas is quite possibly one of those, a work in progress, right? So he might be somebody we might wind up putting on the practice squad, trying to have him pass waivers and get him on the practice squad if we can. But we said we have a lot of offensive linemen. Quite a few of them. And once again, it's just a preseason. It's only one game. A long way to go. But quite a few of them had a very good showing.